So, how did the South African Springboks win the Rugby World Cup for 2023? Well, to answer that question, in this video I'm going to be covering off what are their strengths and what areas are they arguably the best at in the world. To answer those couple of questions, I'm going to cover 4 areas. So the first one is, look no further than Siya Kolisi. He is just an outstanding leader. It's so inspiring when you hear of his stories. You know, when he grew up as a kid in South Africa and he'd play rugby, in bare feet, and he'd often be running through thistle patches, getting thistles in his feet as he's playing rugby. He was so hungry as a kid that he often played rugby hungry, and he didn't know where his next meal was going to come from. And to look at the man now, such an amazing rugby player, but just a genuine leader. Like, you see him in interviews, he is just so well spoken. He's so genuine, so authentic. And then you see him on the field, and he's just so calm, so composed. Look, in my opinion, I'd say he's the best captain at that World Cup. The impact of that, though, on the Springboks was, when the Springbok players felt the pressure, they could turn to Siya Kolisi, and, when he was just so composed, that it gave them confidence. We're in the fight, it's all right, stay calm, let's just keep hanging in there. And to win 3 games, knockout games like that by 1 point, the Springboks easily deserve the World Cup. If you can do that, you are the best team in the world. Number 2, look, Handré Pollard, his goal kicking was just outstanding. And, fine margins in these games. You look at the World Cup final where Jordie Barrett just missed that kick from 40 metres out, which perhaps would have won the All Blacks the game. Handré Pollard, he wouldn't have missed that kick. He kicked goals like that in other games from similar areas, 40 metres out, and, that's the margins at international rugby. And just the Springboks, it's the old saying, keep it simple, stupid. They just keep it so simple. They know what their DNA is, and all their players just come on board with it, and they just do it. At the World Cup, they were the best in their areas of, as they say, physicality. Big men hit hard, technically well. Set piece, they were outstanding. Their rush defense was absolutely outstanding. And just simple areas they were just so effective at. And then finally, the rules of rugby union. Even myself, I'm an avid rugby fan, obviously, but there's so many rules with the breakdown with rugby these days and arguably that the game in a lot of ways favours defensive type games. It just seems to be so easy, or such a better option to go down the, turnover route, 3 points, another turnover, 6 points, penalty, 9 points. And then you get scoreboard pressure, and then the other team is, trying to score a try. You get another 3 points, and you build scoreboard pressure and win the game that way. So that's something that arguably they were the best at the World Cup at as well, compared to other sides, playing within the rules of the game and using that to suit their strategy. So look, in summary, congrats to the Springboks. They are an awesome rugby side. They're well deserved for the World Cup. Even as a Kiwi, I'm still a little bit dark about it. But the Bokke, they do hold a place in my heart. My wedding recently, my best man is a Bokke supporter, so they always hold a place in my heart. So it's good for them to win it. Guys, please like and comment on the video if you have any other areas that you think the Bokke were better than other teams at in the World Cup. And once again, congratulations to an awesome rugby side. Cheers.